Hey, Joseph Worthy, Activist Supply, doing a quick video to help a guy out in a Facebook group that I'm in. It, it's chaos here at the house. My son's upstairs playing video games and he's jumping around, acting crazy. So if there's a lot of noise, or if somebody doesn't realize I'm down here making a video and starts hollering down to me, I apologize. Um, well, I think the dude's name is Daniel. You didn't give me much to work with, man. You got the flattened screenshots and you sent me stuff with watermarks on there like I'm gonna steal your design or something. I don't know, man. I don't know if you put that there or somebody else did, but so I had the vector from the screenshot, so these are kind of choppy. But I'm gonna show you a way to go about it. Now I'm actually doing this in a way that, and I'll probably make some mistakes because I don't do this often this way, and I'm trying to do it in a way that'll be easier for you to do. So I may do things a longer way in some cases. So anybody who's watching this knows what they're doing. When I make a selection, if I make a channel for it or something, when I could actually do it a different way or duplicate the file when I could work on the same file, I'm trying to help this guy figure this out. So also I was upstairs on a different Mac um, when I was working on this, and so I already noticed my tolerance and stuff might not be the same with this, so it may take me a minute to get um, things situated. So the first thing I'm gonna do, because I've got that other file close to 12 by 12, I don't even know why this is on like this. Usually I use the legacy, but obviously I've reset my settings or something, my preferences or something, because I don't use this. I use the legacy version. But so we're 12 by 12 with RGB, transparent's good. We'll create. All right, now I'm gonna bring in the thing that I vectored as a linked file. I don't know why I'm gonna do it as linked, to be honest with you. Um, I have. I'm gonna get rid of this because I only want to work in these three. I might not even use pass, but I've obviously reset something, or I don't know what works basically. Let's just get going here. So I'm gonna place linked. I should probably place. Let me go to my other Mac upstairs. I'm connected already, Joseph. It's in my desktop. It's called Angel. Okay, there we go. I place that. All right, now that's fine like that. There it is. Let's size it up some. Um, Command and Option, or Command and or Control and Alt. Command Option or Control Alt. Drag the corner and let the click off. Let go. That's a decent size. We'll take that. We'll accept it. I'll leave this. Actually, I don't need the bottom layer. Let's just delete it like this. And let's just go ahead and rasterize that. Alright, let's duplicate the file. Okay, so we just want to work in a separate channels to keep this. We're going to call this, we'll call it final, so that we know we're in the right one. Alright, we're in final now. So we're going to go into channels to start our separations process. We're going to call this shirt because it's going on a black shirt. Well, shirts should be 100%. I'm gonna go back into picker because we're not working in Pantone. We'll say okay. We're gonna command I to fill it. That inverts and makes all the white black, which is fine. Now we're gonna go to a new spot channel. We're gonna call this one base, and we're gonna make it white. You're not doing too white, so it really doesn't matter, but I always put my bases on about 65% when I'm working here. It's transparency, so to show some of the black through maybe. Well, in this case, really, but okay. Another spot channel. We're going to call this blue, and we're going to make it a royal blue right there, because that's what we want. And we'll make it 12% because it's the top color with a white under. Um, Let me holler at my son. Hey, Christian, stop jumping around so much, man. I know you're excited. You got to chill out. Alright, so there's this. Alright, now go over here into um, our layers. We're going to go in channels. We're going to cut these three off. Okay, we're going to go into our layers here. Double click on it, cancel. Alright, now we're going to go to select. We'll just do color range because there's nothing but that white on there. We'll select. We got to turn it all the way up. We want to grab every last bit of it. We'll go Command C, and then we'll go to channels, and we'll go down to the base, and we'll go to Command V. Okay, but that copies it into the base, but really it's not necessary to do it that way. I just do it. So you saw it's active in here, and we're active in our base channel right now. So we want to make it a spot color, 100% black. So we go to fill, and we're gonna fill it with black. Now my menu went over here. Let me on another monitor. Fill it, foreground color set to gray. So we're gonna do black and say okay. It's gonna make it black for now. That's what you want in channels. These are films we're looking at. Command D. I could have left that because we're gonna go ahead and make our other selection right fast. But what we'll do is we'll go to select color range. We'll select it as in here again and say okay. Now everything is selected. Now we'll go over here where the wand is and we'll go to quick selection. We'll put on the minus up here, and then I'm going to increase my brush size some. Okay, and then I'm going to get all the selection that's on anything except for the wings off. This is just a quick way to do it. Now we'll just pop that because I don't want to get into the other. We'll just pop here because I don't want to get into the other, and we're just getting rid of the mask or the selection. It's gonna be a little, we're gonna load it so that we can work from it in a minute. Okay, now it's just a way that I can show you to do it. I got better ways about going about this, but this is just a good way to show you how to handle this. Now we're going to go up here on the selection, left click, and save selection. Okay, it's a new menu over here, and we're going to name this wings, and so that's our wings. It's going into a new channel. So okay, so now Command D. Now anytime I want to select these wings, I just Command click or Control click. All right, cancel. Command or Control click in there, and it makes that selection. So what we'll do now is we'll go Command C. We'll go back over to this document, turn layers. We'll turn this off, make a new layer, and we'll go Command V. All right. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to select it. Make Command select it again. We're going to edit. I did this a different way when I did earlier. We're going to go ahead and fill it with white and say okay. Now it's filled with white. Now we'll leave it selected. We'll go to our gradient because you're going to rebuild this gradient. I'm not going to do it perfect, but we're going to go select, and we're going to go up here to our gradients, and we want this one that goes to transparency, but we want it to go to solid black. So we're going to take it to all zeros over here to go to solid black, and we're going to say okay. Now we have a solid black, and we say okay, solid black gradient 100%. Now we want our spot to be at the top, so we're going to grab right here, and we're just going to come straight on down, and that did not make it so solid, so we'll just bring it down again, make it solid. Now we'll start at the bottom because we want our bottom to be the same way, and we'll just drag it up. Now we'll do it one more time, just drag it up, get a little more solid. Okay, let's do this one again, get it. You're gonna have to play with your gradient. All right, that's a pretty decent version of it. Now I'm just going to Command C. I'm gonna go back over to my final, go to my channels, go to this channel. It's selected. That's good because it'll just put it right in the selection. Command V. Now I put it in there. Now, bing, bing. Okay, there's your design. All right. Now, we don't need these channels. We'll delete them. And we'll say, okay. And then we don't need this mask anymore, so we'll delete it. All right. We actually don't need the shirt color anymore. But what I want to do real fast is I want to look at this and check it in my info panel. And so there's 100% K. Hold on, let's Command D. All right, let's look at this. It's showing 100% K over here. Oh, I'm not in the right channel. Sorry, I'm in the blue now. 74% goes down to like a 20 something. It just goes down. This is good. This is a good one. This is definitely good. It's very light in here. You're probably only gonna hold the dots to about right here in this area, but that's fine. It'll look good. You hold them till you get about right here. So this is all going to be pretty much white. This will be dark blue. All right, so everything checks out. I'll just turn it back on to look at it. There it is. That's the thing. You could you don't want to choke that or nothing. So let's get rid of the top channel, the shirt channel. Delete it. Now you have your two channels, and you're just going to go to split the channels. All right, now you have your base and your blue. Final base. Okay, look at it. It's 100%. You print that out as a film, but let's do this up right for you. Layers. All right, so we're gonna go to the horizontal type tool. We're gonna click on it. We're gonna click a plus. We're gonna highlight it because we're on white text. We're gonna make it 100% black. Say okay. Now we'll Command J 3 times. Command J, Command J, Command J. Now we'll go over here and we'll hit that. I want to turn off the transfer controls because it'll grab my anchor point if I don't. These are exaggerated big Reggies, but that's like I need to get that taskbar off of there. It's annoying. Okay, there we go. Now you got that. Now you're got that level. And we'll get this one pretty level. That's looking pretty. There it is. All right, so there's your Reggies. Now we'll shift click to the top because it's on the bottom one. It grabs all of those. So you shift click on the bottom and on the top. Now you just click on this bottom one, make sure it's selected, and shift click on the top. Now you're going to shift, hold down, and click and drag it into your gray channel. Actually, we're going to wait on that. We're going to wait on that. Actually, I should have done those seconds. See, I knew I'd forget some things. Let's go to the image on this one. Go to image size. You got it on nearest neighbor. Go make it 1200. 1200 resolution. Say okay. It's going to get huge. Now you Command 0. Get it back down. Now let's go over here. Let's look at this. Okay, that's fine. Now we'll go over here, and I didn't really get too bad out of order because this will work just fine. Now we'll go to image size. This does not change the actual dimensions. You got to put it to your dimensions though, as far as the size of the document and sizing it out right when you're building it. So now you got your it's right here. Now we'll go to Command 0. Now I'm not going to bring in the registration marks right now because it won't halftone them. It's only going to halftone what needs to be halftones. But just to be on the safe side, the way to do it is I always make this a smart object. All right. So I convert it to a smart object. I click on it. I go over here. I check everything. The image size is 1200 dpi. Okay. Now I go up here to image. It's mode. It's already in grayscale. I hit bitmap. Flattens the layers. You say, okay, 1200 output. Yes. 45 frequency, 22.5. Round or ellipse dot, whatever you like. I like round. Say, okay. There's your halftone right there. Now you go up here to File, Save. Okay. And you go back to your blue, and there it is, file and saved in your blue. It's halftones. All right, let me zoom in and show you how good your dots are. All right, those are good dots. You got some perfect dots. It's as good as any rip. You see it kind of split some where it was on a half, but you're not gonna see that in the print. It's a good halftone 0. Now you got your halftones. You go in here. We're gonna take this. We're just gonna get rid of it because we saved it. Go to over here, grab our Reggies. We're gonna shift and grab everything that's selected. Go into here, hold down shift, release the click. It pops them into place. Boom, you got your 2 documents. One's halftones, one's the bass. Now, if you wanted to do another white, which I don't think you want to do, so I'm not going to show that. If you wanted to do another white, you would need to combine the 2 of these before you, if you wanted to do a highlight white. But I don't think you need it in this situation. You just need to print an opaque white and then make sure you flash accurately. And then put this down. I would do 2 whites, but most people are not going to do it who are just starting out. But if we do that, we need to build this gradient sort of in reverse. So we have that the middle section here and a second screen for all those. What is the smartest thing for you to do would be to take this document right here and actually, I'll show you. Take this image. This is one way to do it. You wouldn't be putting a second white in this area, but it would give you a second white screen to get good opacity for all this stuff. You could do it with this, and I can show you a way, but most people are probably not going to do it when they're first starting out. You need to learn to do it, though. But you can duplicate this, and you just call it final base. Oh no, we'll call it highlight. We'll call it highlight. Alright, and we'll say okay. Now you have a highlight one right here, and what you would do is you grab your lasso, Command Z, grab your lasso, and Command Z. We want to get the halo in there. Maybe just the wings not in. So what this would be a second screen for your white. You might do a 156 and lay down a white, and then you might lay down your blue, and then you might come back with this white here, and you might you need to unlock that, and then you just delete from in there, and then you just go up to your this, and it doesn't need to be filled because your printer is not going to print that anyway. But then you just got that like that, and so there's a second white plate for your second plate. Now, you didn't give me the gradient image good enough for me to show you how to make a highlight white out of it. I could have built it. You let me know if you want to. It would be a good way to print it, to have that white section in here. There's some pretty good ways we could pick it up. We just, before we halftone, we copy this into this and have this white, and then we also get this area in here. But that's a hard registration for you. This would be a really good print. Is you do your base, you come in with your blue, and then pop the top with another one. It'll look really nice if you did it that way. So anyway, Daniel, that's how you do it, man. That's how you do a halftone. That's how you do splitting your channels. That's how you work in the channels. That's how you save selections. That's how you make the gradients built into your graphics. I'll put this on my YouTube for a short period of time for you to view it. That way you don't have to try and download a really long video. A lady wanted to see this too. She saw your post and my comments, and she wanted to see how this was done. So I'm gonna put it up on YouTube, give y'all both the link. I only have like 80 some other people that are subscribers that are automatically gonna get it, and then you guys can let me know when you've seen it, and I can take it down unless it's helpful to people and you guys don't care about it being up. That being said, Joseph Worthy, actors. Oh, I also have a tone curve video that I'm about to put on my channel, separating white, black, and a gray for just the tone curve tool. Again, Joseph Worthy, Activist Supply. Thanks for watching.